What up, YouTube fans? This is Zuby Masters returning to my Let's Play of Phoenix Wright Trials and Tribulation. This must be a product of John Lecter's Guide to Obnoxious French Paint. This is Larry Butts, a discipline of the victim, at least a student? Interesting. Now, why was he wandering afoot outside the night? That's... I could tell him about his designs for a reason, but it may cost us his credibility as Franklin's proprietary call. He is, after all, an artist. He was perhaps searching for something in the snowy scenery that moved him, although I cannot guarantee that this is the reason. And so, this unfortunate, unreliable-looking man, what exactly was it that he saw? I intend to extract that from him right here in this court. Summon this youth as the witness. No choice, do I? I believe he is in the gallery for this trial. It will not take long to summon him. Very well. Larry. You may have escaped me yesterday, but today I'm going to get everything out of you. The court will now adjourn for a 20-minute break. Miss Von Karma, please see the... Understood, Your Honor. Good. Well then, court is now in recess. Excuse me, Mr. Edgeworth, I'm not really sure what to say. Iris, we only have 20 minutes. There are two things in which I need to ask you before we reconvene. Alright. First, about that night. We really didn't go to the inner temple, correct? Last victims claim to have met and talked with you in the train. Neither you or Sister Mikami is lying. Mr. Edgeworth, it's just as I said yesterday. Until the incident occurred, I was in my own room in Prosecutors temple. Very well. Second thing is that night the snowmobile was used in between the time Sister Bikini returned to the main hall and when she bore witness to the murder. Sometime between 10:30 and 11. Were you the one who used the snowmobile? There was only one key for the snowmobile. The only person who could have used it was me. So was it? But why? What made you go out to Dusty Bridge? Sorry, Mr. Edgeworth. Iris, I can't tell you about that yet. Not until her safety is confirmed. Her safety at the Colta. She must be talking about mine. Iris, look at me in the eye and tell me the truth. Did you kill Elise Dexter? No matter who or what may come, I could never take a life. As I thought. No psycholocks. Very well. It's my job to get to the truth. You'll discover this for yourself soon enough. Court will now reconvene. Miss Von Karma, where's the witness? During the break, a man was detained for suspicious behavior in the gallery. Suspicious behavior? He was sketching something very intensively. Dare I ask what the witness was sketching when he was detained? He drew a terrifying woman, an arm with a demonic face and a vicious whip. I can only presume he attempted to capture... Anyway, time to drag this pathetic excuse for an artist before the court. Lawrence Dexter, I hope you're ready. Get in here. It would seem that whip is going to see plenty more use today. Your sketch is in the court. Hey, I was just an artistic rendering. Ouch! You tried to run away from the bailiff who was trying to hand you your correct. Oh, look, I'm nothing but a fledgling artist training out in the mountains. I'm only down here in the city because I ran out of green paint. Oh, I used the technical term from the Viridian. Larry, this isn't an art store. No. I know, I graduate. Yeah, okay. You know, art is when you get to the working on fields. I presume he wanted to say fields for it. That's it. Thanks, buddy. It's kind of sad that I wasn't able to understand his mangled train wreck of a sentence. Just happened to stop here and found a wonderful new model. So see, I've got nothing to do with this trial at all. I expect all your faces to be red when you realize this mistake spread bright red, or use the technical term crimson light. Ouch! 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 Stop your pathetic babbling and testify like a man. Refrain from whipping me, Miss Von Karma. Cross-whipping can be bad as cross-checking. Witness, this is all your fault. Testifying now. Aw, this is too much for me. I was at the lodge out in the mountains looking up at the stars that night. I walked to the bridge a number of times, but I didn't see a snowmobile. I didn't see anyone at the bridge that night either. That girl I was waiting for didn't show up. My teacher died on me. I'm all alone now, aren't I, Edgy? Witness, please refrain from talking directly to the lawyer during your testimony. Just a nobody, nothing but a small worthless man, aren't I? Why wasn't I asked for my name and occupation for anything else? Mr. Edgeworth, this man seems to have quite a severe inferiority complex. He's recently been cause of numerous incidents. I think he finally realized for himself just how much of a nuisance he's been to other people. Yeah, that's right, I'm behind everything in every case. Watch out, okay? Just touching me will make you entirely unhappy. Very well, then let's proceed with the cross-examination with no touching, thank you. We can leave into the other detains at later time.
Hold it!
Collapse. Well, it's snowing at night, so I couldn't possibly see the stars. That rundown jag is hardly a lodge, is it? Even the stars could be seen. It's like the... Hey, you can do it if you try. Ouch! There's only one issue here. What you saw at Dusty Bridge.
Hold it!
Larry, you really didn't see it. Hey, no need to hit your desk, I can hear you. I didn't see it, I didn't see a snowmobile. Larry, say snowmobile for me, please. Snowmobile? If you truly have nothing to hide, then why are you standing like you just flew over a cuckoo's nest? Shut up! What's I don't know, don't ask. I need to stop for a minute. Larry Butts, I can understand why you might want to throw your old life away. You're pretty pathetic and you cause all sorts of trouble. I'm sorry, but having realized just how much of a nuisance you've been, that could have been considered a step in the right direction. Edgy, are you trying to console me? It certainly doesn't sound that way to me. However, I cannot forgive away from an incident you create. Only pin this on. Let us talk about the night of the murder. Sister Bikini, after seeing the murder take place, asked Phoenix Wright to report. Thus headed for the public phone by the bridge. There, he happened across a certain nefarious individual. You, Larry Butts. That's right, me in the flesh. Listen carefully, witness. It doesn't matter if you change your name. So long as you remain pretty pathetic, you will continue to cause those incidents. That reality will not change. But What do you want me to do? Larry, what do you need to change your intercept? Hold it. Without that one issue, this is all I need. Angie, I think I finally woken up. Well, I guess I could still be asleep. But anyway, I'll do it. I'll test it. Well, I'm not sure if this will go especially well. Then, what did you see on the night of the murder? I went to the shack around 9, so it would have been 10:30. I was lying in my bed and a white flash of light was blinding me. I looked out the window and Dusty Bridge was on fire. There was still some thunder, but I went right away to check it out. So I ran into Nick. You certainly saw quite a lot, didn't you? So, what happened to the bridge after it caught fire? It's like me after a 3-day sit chasing a girl. Totally burned out, like almost totally gone. I mean, trying to cross the bridge remains was like, Nick's fault. You say? Oh, don't worry, it's nothing life-threatening. He just caught a cold. I never know what that man should be called, lucky or unlucky. Mr. Edward, please with the cross-examination. To the shack room. Flashlight. Said right away, but how exactly? Well, and then the bridge caught fire, maybe about 5 minutes. I mean, I suddenly thought, go check this out. How far is this small shack you're from the bridge? Hold on, well, it had pretty much stopped snowing. I guess about 5 minute walk. How did Brushy... Like I recovered a piece of my childhood. I mean, not even the bonfire kids during school camping trips can compare. Well, shit. Larry, let me ask you one thing. What is it, Edgy? What's with the serious one? Why didn't you call it? Huh? What do you mean? Normally, when faced with the Tower Inferno, one would try to tell someone. There's a public phone right by Dusty Bridge, correct? Well, of course I thought of doing that. So then let's hear why you did it. Okay, my reason? It isn't that I didn't try to tell anyone, I just didn't have time to, okay? Bridge and Nick showed up less than a minute later. You claim to have arrived at the bridge at the same time as Wright. Yeah, I thought I better tell someone about this. But Nick came up and started yelling about murder. It totally made me forget about the bridge. The fire was pretty much out by then anyway. So I have a terrible case of amnesia. Check out the bridge. Why does it... You intentionally had no intention of doing so. Well, yeah, I guess it does. It was cold. I didn't really want to go out there. If that's the case, why did you change your mind? I would like to hear you, please. Okay, reason is...
Hold it!
So you decided to go and see what was happening. That's right, we were talking about a massive suspension bridge burning into high heaven. That's not something you see every day. Really special. Not spectacle. I still love hitting them.
Hold it!
Very existence being a contradiction. I'm not sure if you can grasp this. Your testimony is... Here is time. You know, I've never been the best timekeeper, you know. 3 minutes after Billy left on foot, you know, him on bicycles. How long did it take for you to catch up with him? Terrible, those. This is much more simple. You saw the lightning strike during disc freeze, and immediately went to see what happened. Is that correct? Yeah. I wasted around 5 minutes. I have the wet. This lightning struck fell at 10:45. So it takes less than 5 minutes from the shock to death. I mean, you probably got there around 11 p.m. That sounds about right, I guess. Then Nick showed up and did his following act. That's impossible. What do you mean? It was when the murder occurred in Hazakura Temple. Thus, Wright was still there in the courtyard. There's no way that Larry could have encountered him in the dusky bridge at the excuse me, I have an objection. You do? Reggie, how many times do I have to say that? I'm not Larry, I'm Lawrence. I've been proven that the murder occurred at 11. Or is that around it? In which case, it could have been earlier. Watch your footing there, Miss Francisca Von Karma. The slope is slippery. There is still no way that Wright could have been at Dusky Bridge at 11 why not? Clearly written here in the weather. 30 minutes for the bridge to burn out. Therefore, the bridge must have been burning until 11:15. That means Wright did not see the bridge while it was being consumed by flames. In fact, he did not arrive on the scene until the flames had died. There, you arrived at 11 p.m. But Wright did not make it until 11:15. I think if you stop hiding and just tell the whole truth. What happened during this missing 15 minutes? I feel like I just got brutally by the whole toilet slut. I guess I missed this. Order. Oh, missing 15 minutes prior to the meeting. That's right. I hardly see that much of a problem. Yeah, not much of a problem at all. Really? The bridge is burning before your eyes and there is a phone right next to it. Why then did you not report the accident? Yes, why didn't you? Were you there simply to watch the bridge burn? And therein lies the problem, for even after the bridge had burned out, he was still there. Staring into space, this witness didn't even attempt to fulfill his civic duties. That's what it sounds like. But that is... but this is Larry we are talking about. Even he is incapable of being so stupid. Which means there has to be a reason for his actions. Edgy. I think it's about time I got serious with you. Just as I thought. You've been playing with us this whole time. Listen, I'm gonna tell you everything. Are you sure you want to hear it all? Yes. Then say it! Very well. I have a terribly bad feeling about this, however. Let's have the witness finally give the whole truth. Now, for this 15-minute gap, what were you doing with it? An artist, what do you think I was sketching in front of the bridge? I was whipped up into the frenzy of art. The shock and all I was feeling had transferred all directly onto me. I realized that the flames had gone out and then he came running up. I suppose artists can be stolen. That's right. I'm willing to sacrifice everything in order to draw the perfect sketch. Including the truth and the sounds of it. Sir Edgeworth, has this removed the laugh? Not at all. One very large doubt still remains. And what would that be? This is a surprisingly believable story, especially considering the source. So why did he think he needed to hide it from us until now? I intend to drag the reason out. You'll regret this, Edgy. Sketchy. The burning bridge? The burning bridge and everything that came with it. What came with it? You want to hear this from my lips, do you, Edgy? You won't regret this. Sketchy. Enough. Just take that ridiculous sketch of yours out already, witness. What are you talking about? I don't know what you mean. But that does indeed appear to be the fastest solution. I'll leave it to you, Mr. Edgeworth. Or maybe change that. Larry, I wonder if you could show us your sketch, please. Well, well. Even I couldn't have imagined turning out like this. Imagine what? That Lawrence Duckman's debut would take place here today. Ouch, ouch, ouch. Show it now. Okay, but steel yourself. This is well, this is just the bridge, correct? Quite a large bridge, isn't it? Your response, Miss Von Carr? Yes, well, it's a better drawing than I expected. Isn't it? I struggled to reproduce those flames, I really did. Yes, it sure does. This is going to get ugly. No one has the courage to bring it up, it seems. This mysterious flying object, Larry. What? The burning bridge is fine, but what is that unfortunate looking figure? Ah, you spotted that. I thought you might. However much I might want to ignore it. It's Iris, of course. Iris. I wish she'd take better care of herself. We have to plan for our future, you know. What would happen to her if she had injured herself flying like that? Larry, please, answer this next question honestly. Okay. Are you really claiming to have seen this? Are you claiming to have seen the silhouette of the defendant flying over the bridge that was engulfed in flames? Yep, that's what I saw. That's why I drew it. I'm an artist, a real one. You... The girl really high up in the picture? 4. This is all a bad dream. It's hitting you on the cheek to test your theory. Please whip your own cheek from now on if you wish to test your wild theory. Anyway, no court of law will ever acknowledge people can fly. Actually, there are some precedents. She was flying pretty high, my sweet Iris. She was about 30 feet above the bridge at least. It was really to be some kind of mistake. Mr. Edgeworth, please bring this brief down. What? Me? This witness is your friend, is he not? Accessory to foolishness, Miles Edgeworth. Wait for
Objection!
Larry, what did you really see that night? Not that I'm particularly care. In your position, that's just being irresponsible. I drew exactly what I saw. I'll give you a whole $1 if it's the truth. That's truly the case. And there's one thing that we can say for certain. With that this person who flew over the bridge could not have been the defendant Iris. What? What do you mean? I don't understand. A foolhardily foolish, a foolish statement by an equally foolishly foolhardily fool. Exactly can you make this claim? Tell us so. The individual whom you see you saw was wearing a hood. Of course she was. That rundown check is quite a bridge. The hood that is what told me that this floating angel was my idol. The hood is my darling Iris, and Iris is my darling. Good. It seems that there are bigger fools in this world than the one in the defense's bench. Larry, there is something you need to be reaware. On the night of the murder, Iris wasn't wearing her hood. She had given it to Wright. Are you going to change your story now? Perhaps suggest that it was Wright who took Wright? What are you talking about? I think you understand what I mean just fine. Why did Nick have Iris's hood? What? Angie, what's going on with Iris and Nick? Why you Nick, you dog? I do believe that this unbelievable mystery sketch is destined to disappear, discredited, and discarded straight into the garbage. What is it now, witness? Feels like I've been waiting 25 years for this very day to come. Edgy, today's the day I get to completely stupefy you. What is the meaning of your outburst, witness? I hate to do this to you, but I have some definitive evidence. Definitive evidence? Iris did indeed come flying over the first bridge. I, Lawrence Dexter, shall prove it. Need your testimony once again. Tell us what. Show us the. Okay, I hope you're ready, Angie. Because I'm going to feed you a whopping serving of pain. You've been serving us a whopping serving of pain this whole time, trust me! When I reached Dusty Bridge, she was already gone. I was so worried, so I frantically searched all over for her. It took me finding a beautiful crystal sphere half buried in the snow. I'm sure that Iris simply wearing a spare hood. After all, no one else could have lost a crystal sphere that night. Crystal sphere? Someone pretty, isn't it? But finders keepers. That sphere, where did you find it? Around here, it was half buried in the snow. Pretty much stopped snowing by then, but there was still some falling as I walked to the bridge. The court accepts this crystal sphere. That's mine, okay? I want it back afterwards. There's something on it. Oh my, it's blood. What? Blood? You ready, Eddie? tomorrow morning you'll be calling me Master Lip. Yeah, I like the sound of that. No one's gonna push me around anymore. Didn't you want to be called Lawrence Dexter only a few minutes ago? Larry, that night, there was someone who lost a crystal sphere. There was. Who was that stupid idiot? Miss Elise Dexter. The mentor to a stupid idiot. The victim. Have a look at the photo. On the end of her staff, you can see a familiar looking crystal sphere. Hey, that's my photograph. Give it back. A crystal sphere like that is quite easy to find. I have just one like it on my throat. It looked nothing alike! In any case, please take a look at this. This is the victim's staff found at the scene of the crime. The crystal sphere is gone! What? What does this mean? If anyone jumped or flew across the bridge then, it certainly was not Iris. After all, she was not wearing a hood. More importantly, the crystal sphere found at the landing site was not hers either. That means the one who flew and dropped the sphere was the victim, Miss Elise Dexter. A fool aside another fool is a fool errands to reach a foolish conclusion. First of all, the sketch, which I prefer to call a scribble, is ridiculous. People cannot fly, thus it is ridiculous. You can't do that, I saw it with my own two... And this crystal sphere, this is nothing more than a red herring. You honestly believe that? Give me some thought and I'm sure you'll realize it as well. Elise Dexter was in her room at the night of the murder. There was no reason for her to go to Dusty Bridge. Therefore, this sphere cannot be related to the case. Miss Francisca von Karma, the only person who will accept that explanation are Scatterbrains and Cloud. Why are you pointing at me? The victim's crystal sphere was found near the bridge of the night of her murder. Yet you expect us to believe this is nothing to do with this. That crystal sphere is probably thrown away at the bridge after the murder. After the murder, there is blood on the crystal sphere, isn't there? Naturally suggest it was thrown away after the murder took place. Killer placed it there to throw the investigation into the scene. The exact same reason that he drew that ridiculous sketch. What? You mean I'm the killer? No way! All joking aside, just when did the sphere appear near the foot of the bridge? Unless that can be proven in some way, I refuse to believe that this is related to the case. That's not the point. There is no evidence that Elise Dexter left Hazakura Temple. However, somehow this crystal sphere can be proven that it's been dropped before the victim is killed. This case is going to transform into something else entirely. Your response, Mr. Edgeworth? I want your final opinion on this. Wasted. Prepare yourself for the appropriate punishment, Miles Edgeworth. prove it. That's the way Phoenix Wright would do things. Your Honor, allow me to... I'll prove that this crystal sphere is the... What? It's like... Remind me of Phoenix Wright in his corner. That should come as no surprise. Right now, I am Phoenix Wright. I already... Crystal sphere. It was half buried in snow, correct? That's right. It hadn't stopped snowing when it would have been game over. The snow would have totally covered it. That's all I need to hear from you. Your testimony makes one thing quite clear. What? When the crystal sphere was dropped, it was snowing, even if it was ever so slight. Snowing, on the other hand. Let us look at the scene of the murder. Earlier, that there is no snow on the victim's body. The crystal sphere must have been dropped before the murder. What? Order, order, order! On the night of the murder, the victim did indeed go to the Dusty Bridge. Therefore, something occurred that caused the staff's crystal sphere to come in. What could have been the sphere? There's some blood on it, isn't there? Raises a certain possibility that this crime was near the foot of Dusty Bridge. The murder didn't take place in the house for a temple courtyard? Only a fool would suggest a foolishly piece of amount of foolishness. Just who is the fool at which part is foolishness, Miss Montcalm? Have you been playing any attention to this old-time violent Edward? The sister saw everything. She saw the victim being killed by the defendant in the hospital. That's not exactly true now. To put more precisely, what she saw was the murder weapon being removed from the victim's body. It's the same thing! No, it isn't. You said it yourself. Very little blood is actual. At the moment of a blade's insertion, you want to talk about when the most blood will... when the blade is removed. As the statement is true, then Dusty Bridge would very easily be the scene of the murder. The weapon was not removed, thus there is no bleed. Forgetting one vital thing in House Edward. Next, the body was found in Hazakura Temple. On foot, it takes 15 minutes to travel from Dusty Bridge to Hazakura Temple. You mean to suggest that someone carried the body all the way there? I just need to prove that my person needs to visit. That snowy night, there was one way a body could have been moved. The snowmobile. As we know, the snowmobile was used that way. It was explained as having been used to dispose of the murder. It could have been used to carry a body. Order, order! Ugh. This is completely unacceptable, Miles. You dug yourself into your own grave. What do you mean? The only one who could have used the snowmobile was the defendant. She's the one who moves the body. Doesn't that put the final nail in your coffin? You're too late, Francisca von Karma. In fact, the defense has proven everything else. We have shown that this case requires further investigation. What? Where was the victim? At least the victim really killed. If her body was moved, whatever. And finally, just what does this image mean? What do you need to think about that? Such a creature could never see the truth, let alone strike. This witness certainly sits on one of the lowest possible branches of humanity. However, he would never utter a lie that could hurt a girl to whom he drew this, so it is something that actually happened. It stands firm in this path. Thank you. That settles it then. Can I give a verdict under these circumstances? Ugh. Ugh. Killed my partners. It's just as I thought. Francisca von Karma, you made a wonderful partner. Excuse me, there was one reason and one alone for me being. To expose the darkness lurking in this case and then pass it on to Wright. Really? That's what this was all about? You're just cleaned up on the very I would have... Miles Edgeworth, I don't care about what you were here to do. It's my chance to finally run your head to my heel. A shame that your chance seems to slip you by. This is all your fault. Such a... I demand satisfaction. I cannot believe that the witness testimony relates to an actual event. However, there has to be some sort of answer for the question it raises. Words here today been the truth or lies. Next time we gather in this courtroom, those are the matters that shall be addressed. I am counting on thorough investigation by both the defense and the prosecution. With this, the rest is up to you, right? Court is now adjourned. Well, that's it for this video. Hope you liked it and stay tuned.